Welcome back to the channel. I have the Take 5 from Sequential in front of me, and it has firmware 2.0, which is very exciting because this has been out for 2-3 years at this point. To see new features in this box several years down the road is very exciting. So I'm a fan of the Take 5. I like what it has to offer. So with 2.0, they added 128 new factory presets. This is one of them, the Dimension. I'm not going to go through all the presets because I'm sure there's videos out there, no talking, that can go through each one if you want to hear it. But what I do want to do is build a patch with some of the new features. So let's do that. So if you hold the down transpose button and the -2 octave split, you get the basic program, the Init program. Just a saw wave, oscillator 1, saw wave essentially. So possibly the coolest feature, aside from the Lofi Effect, which is definitely cool, but in terms of synth programming type of stuff, the envelopes can be set as loops, which will essentially take attack, decay, and sustain, and then loop them. In fact, I have the documentation right here. As you can see, looping segments, attack, decay, sustain. So it's almost like having 2 more additional LFOs to create long, evolving type of patches. So to set it up in an Init Patch, you want to click on Program, and I already have it on number 22, which is Envelope Repeat, and it's off at the moment. You can move it to next value, Envelope 1, or Envelope 2, or both. And I think we're going to do both, because why not? So I'm going to click Program again, and now, if I drop the decay, actually drop the sustain all the way down, keep the decay up like this, you'll hear a looping pattern now that's happening with this. Really cool, right? Can be somewhat audio rate. You know, audio modulation almost at that point, or frequency modulation. Now to make things a bit more interesting, I want to take the second LFO, because it's per voice, not global, per voice, and send it to the second envelope, because I want each envelope that gets triggered to be slightly different from each other. So I'm gonna say destination LFO 2, and I wanna send it to envelope 2 decay right here, and then give it an amount. I wanna slow down the frequency. So to emphasize what's happening, I'm going to switch over to sample and hold, so you get a different value for each voice. So I'm going to bring up the sustain now. I'm going to bring up the release as well. I'm also going to send LFO 1 to the attack of envelope 2, because I want it to slowly expand and then go away. Oh, and also I think I have to take off retrigger, potentially. LFO 1 reset is already off. Okay, perfect. So we only have oscillator 1 on at the moment. I'm going to bring in oscillator 2. And I'm going to detune both of these a little bit. Change up the shape as well. Now I'm going to drop the filter. And then bring in envelope 1 filter. Almost like a delay is happening. I think we should put the Lofi effect on now. Only going to be the first effect, obviously, because the second effect is reverb. I'm going to bring this on over to Lofi. And then if I recall correctly, time is how often the wobble flutter happens. Depth is how intense the wobble flutter occurs. And feedback is like a distortion, tape distortion, I believe. I believe it's that, but let's see. Also, the sound gets affected right away when you turn it on. So even with all these down, it processes it immediately. Cool, so I'm gonna turn up the time a bit, make the depth maybe noon, and then also feedback, yeah. I'm gonna give it some resonance in the filter. Turn up these releases. Pretty cool. What happens when I turn up the overdrive? Nice. I do like that crunchy feel. Let's give it some reverb as well. My reverb LED button is busted. It doesn't pop on. What a weird patch. I'm gonna bring in the oscillator 1 sub. So I think I want to get a bunch of different modulations going here, like start affecting the shapes. Oh, I want to do the vintage modulation as well with the mod wheel. In fact, let's do that now. Hold the mod source, wiggle the mod wheel, get that. Then destination, hold destination, send it to the vintage knob. And then I'm just gonna crank this up. We get very wobbly tones. Yeah, it's like busted at that point. Yeah, I like that. I also want to decrease the decay as the modulation wheel goes up. Once again, source, mod wheel, destination is going to be envelope 2 decay, and then I'm going to drop it. Even more, please. I think I need to turn down the vintage. It's a bit much. Let's drop this maybe to like 34. I also want to increase some of the lo-fi effect when I increase the modulation wheel as well. Maybe depth. Get that up a bit. So we're just busting the sound essentially. Cool. And I'm also going to increase the cutoff. You know what? I just realized I think I need the opposite direction for that decay. I don't think it's quite working the way I wanted it to. Yeah, weird. For some reason I thought negative would drop it to shorten the distance, but my brain is not computing correctly on that. That's what I wanted. There we go. Maybe a little too much. Drop that back. Okay, let's do some oscillators type of stuff. LFO2, destination should be the shape right here. Oh, you know what? I also should probably do the slew rate on LFO2 as well. Let's do that real quick. I'm not sure how much I need on this. It goes, what is it? 127? Yeah. So I guess I'll do maybe half or so. What a busted sound. It's awesome. Cool. Okay, next up for the mod wheel. The mod wheel is getting a lot of work in this patch, by the way. I basically want the reverb mix to go up a bit. Yeah. Adds to the madness. What a busted sound. By the way, if you're part of our Patreon, I will drop this patch in the Patreon. It also includes some multi-samples as well if you're interested in that type of thing. If you do plan on picking up a Take 5 or any gear for that matter, if you use our affiliate links below, then it greatly helps out the channel. So thank you. So I'm going to put velocity on for envelope 1. I'm also going to do velocity for the envelope 2. Yeah. I should have put that on earlier, actually. That's awesome. So I'm feeling a little inspired by this patch. We're going to record some stuff in Ableton. Go to the factory and use some of these patches. I think I'm going to leave the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, a like, subscribe, and comment would be greatly appreciated. And if you do plan on picking up a Take 5 anytime, using our affiliate links definitely helps out the channel. And if you want to hear the finished track that was started, you can check it out on our music channel, Tefty Memes. Thanks for watching.